Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, December 26th. I got home from work, and, today I actually get to look through some of the presents I got. One of the big things on my mind is I want to actually boot up that computer. So that'll be fun. But first, I heated up some leftovers. Right now, just biscuits and gravy. I'm gonna have a little bite to eat. Alright. So I had actually, technically picked this laptop out. Sort of. Went out Black Friday shopping. There were a couple, and Mom was like, hey, you had a laptop on your list, which I had a Chromebook on my list, which I still kind of want. Mostly just because I want to mess around with the Chromebook operating system. But so she pulled a few and was like, which one of these would you want? There's like a really, a small one that had like no internal hard drive. I'm like, okay, that's not going to meet my needs. Because there'll be things I want to save to it, and I don't want to rely on always having the internet. And then on the other end, there was one that was like a gaming laptop, but it's a gaming laptop sold by Walmart, so I'm like, okay, I don't need to try and go for some high-end. This is Windows 10, whatever, I use it at work. I'm still using 7 here, and I technically still have Vista on the other one. I guess between... I liked 7. I'm happy with 7. It's going to go away eventually. I'd rather at least skip on to 10. It has a touchscreen. I thought that'd be cool. I don't know if I'll ever really use it. Intel processor. Definitely a preference. Terabyte hard drive. That's good. 4 gigabyte internal memory. Should be nice. But, and I will say one thing, this just basically cuts like a normal box. Like, there's no, like, weird, like, side tabs that pull open or anything. Just basically functions as, like, a standard kind of box. Which, it's fine, but when you use some laptops, you get fancier boxes. Just saying. But, whatever, this was a Black Friday deal. Okay. Setup instructions right there. Questions about this product? Let us help you every step of the way. Contact HP customer support. I'm good. I do not need that. It's may have been a couple of years, but I spent like 2, maybe 3 years working in a like small computer repair shop, so I'm fairly confident with computers. But I've not really had a laptop ever. I have a MacBook, which is technically a laptop, but I got that from school. Like, they were like, oh, here, take this. We've included it in your tuition. You're welcome. We got the power cord. And that's it. So let's take a look. Okay. So obviously, I'm guessing setup instructions are going to tell me charge it. And yeah, so I'll be charging it. Doesn't want you to do it. Before you press the power button to turn on the computer for the first time, make sure the AC adapter is connected to the computer. Okay, so it's not even telling me, like, charge this for a while before you turn it on. I can just do that. So that'll be cool. That'll be quicker. But let's just take a basic look at it. Kind of nice. 2 USB, an HDMI, Ethernet, and a headphone jack. And then power. Nothing on this side. There we go. Another USB and a SD card slot. There we go. Wonderful. Very very familiar. It is very much one of those cheapy kind of HP laptops that we would get all the time in the shop. Which means two things. One, I know it's not the best quality, but of course I got it Black Friday from Walmart, so I better have known that when I got it. But on the other end, I also know how to fix it. Because we would order parts and swap them out and repair these things all the time. So there's that. Yeah, I'll get it plugged in and let's get it turned on. And alright. Let's see, we have a power button. Oh, it made a sound. There we go. Not really sure how long it's going to take. It's just going to basically be ready. Come on, I thought Windows 10 was supposed to be fast. Let's get rid of at least this sticker right away. Since I do not need to scan with my phone to find out how a computer works. Just waiting. There we go, that's something. You know, if simply a different color. Oh, just a moment, it says. Just one moment. Ooh. Hi there, I'm Cortana.
Hi there, I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help.
Shut up.
A little sign in here, a touch of Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC ready for all you plan to do.
It's talking. Why is it talking?
Use your voice or the keyboard along the way.
Keyboard.
And if you'd like me to stay quiet, just select the little microphone icon towards the bottom of your screen.
I see it. Shut up. Okay. Yeah, enough intro. Let's dig in. Like, come on now. Okay. I was like, we just had just a... Okay. United States full show. Also, why? Yes, US keyboard layout, correct. No, just the one keyboard's good with me. Connect to a network. There we go, the TARDIS. Important setup to do now. Yes, yes. Very important. Yes, yes. Man, this thing likes to think. Yeah, just a moment. I figured it out. What's new from Windows, eh? I don't think there's really much at all new from Windows. License agreement? Oh, yeah, I read that. For sure. Think when I worked at a computer place, how many agrees I pressed for other people who had us install their operating system for them. But you know what? They read it as much as we did. Sign in with Microsoft. Oh no, that's terrible. Offline account. I said offline account. What do you mean? Sign in with Microsoft instead? No! I just said offline account. Who's going to use the PC? Or even better, use an online account. No, it'll just be me. No, Cortana is not my personal assistant. No, I don't want to send you information about my typing. No, I don't want to send you information about the website I browse. Fine, you may have my location. I like knowing the weather. You get that one. And no, I don't want you to click diagnostic data to offer me tailored experiences. That's what Google is for, not Microsoft. Google gets to do that. Nope, not going to register. No. It's my computer. Quit trying to own parts of it. Almost done now. We just need to get a few more things polished up for you. And Windows something. Hey, just a moment again. Hi. They're getting everything ready for me. How sweet. And this might take several minutes. Great. I will say, as much as this whole setup thing is obnoxious, they're trying to... Whatever. They're like, can we have all the information about how you use this product we sold you so that we could, you know, take notes? No, leave me alone. It's obnoxious, but I'm also excited. It's been a long time since I've had a new computer. I need to get a new computer, like a new editing computer. But that'll probably still be a couple more years just due to the expense. So this is exciting. It's something. It's cool. Glad to have it. Oh. We're just gonna leave everything to them. I don't like that. I want to be making choices right now. Why haven't I gotten to name this PC yet? I figured out a name. I know what her name shall be. We'll go over that in a second. Hopefully it lets me do it. Otherwise I will have to go into the settings to change it. Because for all I know it's going to try and call it General HP PC. And I'm like... I don't want it to be called Generic HP PC. That's stupid. I get good names. Windows stays up to date to help protect you in an online world. That's just a fact with Windows 10. You don't get to tell it, put off the updates. I'm in the middle of something. No. Windows will just update. Which is stupid, but also useful. It's stupid when you know what you're doing. But considering all the computers that when I worked at a computer repair shop came in and all we had to do was turn it on and allow Windows to do its updates. And we could charge people $100 for taking their computer away from them for 2 days to let it run all of the hundreds of updates that they were denying it. And it worked fine. It's like, yeah, we ran it in our shop for 2 days. We did the thing that it wanted to do when it was at your house, but you wouldn't let it. It now works. Surprise. That'll be $100. It's almost there. We're getting close. Oh boy. Hey. Welcome to the best Windows ever. What is this? This Edge? Yeah, no. We won't be using Edge. I would rather use Internet Explorer. Why are you umbrellas? You won't be umbrellas for long. But it did not let me name this PC. So, let's find some settings. Oh yeah, settings are like Windows 8 settings. Go away, Cortana. Oh, and you have McAfee, I'll have to uninstall that too. Let's open the recycle bin, because that's a folder system. I'm still having to figure out my way around this thing. And from the folder system, we can go to this PC, right click, go to properties, and computer. Ugh! Let's see what they did. Computer name laptop-p3k and 9u6b. What the? How stupid! That's not a name. Don't call it a name if you don't want me to use a name. Oh my god, you idiots. So I thought a lot of thought into the name for this one. And it's only here, like, as I was sitting here pulling it out of the box that I came up with the name. See, the computer in that other room that I use, that's Alice. And then this editing machine over here is Ginevra, or Ginny, which both of those are actually from the list of, like, potential children's names. And the name for this one actually isn't on my list for that. But I was thinking about the name. And as I'm thinking about the name, I sit here and I see Laura Bailey here on Critical Role. And I think to myself, I know the perfect name for my computer. Jester. Should totally call the computer Jester. And so, gonna let it restart and have a proper name. Very particularly about that. It's one of the fun joys of getting a computer is you get to name it. When we worked at a computer shop, we always just like gave them like the person who brought it in's last name, which was boring, but I suppose, potentially less confusing for them than if I sat down and personally gave a human name to every computer that came through, which would have been great joy for me, but then all of a sudden they're like, why does my computer say Susan? Who's Susan? I was like, oh, well, that's your computer. Be nice to her. So, I'm gonna sit and play around a little bit and have some fun. Probably uninstall some of the stuff that came pre-installed with it. Probably go manage to pull up Dungeons and Dragons website. I think they have some cool wallpapers there. I'll just download some of those. I got a new computer to get ready. And I guess while I'm waiting for it to do some stuff, I have Critical Role to watch. But also, I am so happy I got this Polaris. I hope at some point to do like a full review on my gaming channel, so I don't feel the full need to go over everything with you guys, but we got our core rulebook 1 and 2, and basically the idea behind this game, to my understanding, let's see if there's a map, yeah, is that basically the world has gone underwater. The surface world is unlivable, and now the game takes place under the oceans. Which, I'm like, that is a cool setting. As far as the actual game system, I know nothing about it. But now I can find out. And I figured I would show off while I'm downloading things. I guess I am going to use Edge for one thing, and that'll be to download what I need for everything else. It's been, a couple years since I've used it, but Ninite, N-I-N-I-T-E, is a website that basically lets you select whatever other things you want to install, and just basically get a downloader that will mass install a bunch of things. I don't know if it'll be using music, but might as well get Winamp. None of that needed. Sure, WinRAR. Actually, no, I think Windows has that built in now. I don't really need that. Probably won't need it, but GIMP, I mean, I use it so often for cover images. Might as well have it installed. No. No, I don't think I really need Steam on this one. This is not a gaming machine. But yeah, so basically you select the things you want, and it will download an installer for you. That way it's much easier to install a bunch of things all at once. Definitely the way to go for a new computer. Alright, so it's been another hour, a little more. Did get a chance to look through some of Polaris. Not to get enough to get like much of a sense of how the game works. But it's definitely a big hybrid between game system and like setting, so a lot of stuff in there. But I can definitely say the book is beautiful, which is the most of what I'd seen that made me want to get it. So yeah, glad that at least that turned out. Otherwise, I've been just working through uninstalling garbage that was pre-installed on this laptop. So much garbage that forget about that. The computers I've built, of course, I buy I get Windows, just like a OEM supplier would. In other words, like the one where, as if I were HP getting a computer, and then I would build my own build with garbage, and then just choose not to put garbage on there. Even my last phone, I got one that wasn't tied to a company, so it didn't come pre-installed with all the garbage on there. I'm like, oh my god. I mean, I remember it, because that's how it would come in when we worked at places, but usually most of that stuff we would just leave on there, because it was what was pre-installed and what they were used to. And we don't know what they chose to use and what they didn't, so... man. Darn you, HP. Not the most, I guess, exciting for you, but, I mean, it is getting a new computer set up on my end, so I'm happy. And apparently I am not allowed to uninstall Priceline.com or Wild Tangent Games. When I uninstall either of them, they reinstall themselves. Now, I know there's probably a way to do it. I'll just have to do a lot of work. I've had things like that before, where the way you do it is you uninstall it, and then you go find the reinstall process, and you destroy it. But that can involve, like, sometimes even registry stuff. At this point, they're not really in the way. I'm just going to try and ignore them. As long as they don't actually pop anything up or do anything. Because it looks like basically they want to have links to the website on my thing, because they're like, oh, you might accidentally click this and get something else you don't want. I'm like, why would you want me to do that? You're stupid. Stupid. Oh, well. And after another hour working on that computer, I basically have it as good as I can for just like normal, just sort of, okay, it's a computer. Now I still have to do things like figuring out what files to move over to it to make things convenient, like setting it up so it automatically logs into D&D Beyond, because that's one of the main reasons I want it. So there are those kind of things I still need to do with it. But basically, after several hours working on it, my brain was starting to lose track of, wait, why did I want another computer? Oh, this is so much work. So I'm like, I'm just going to shut down, close lid, good enough for tonight. Did a little editing, and I heated up some quiche and little smokies with bacon and sugar. Basically, the other side of the dinner leftovers that I'd taken from yesterday. Gonna finish those up for today's dinner. And I have so much that I still need to get done, but it's getting late. I am tired. I'm feeling much better, but I'm not through this yet. Still got some crud I'm fighting, so I want to make sure I get enough sleep. So I'm going to have a quick bit of pumpkin log, and I'm just going to get to bed, make sure I get a full night's sleep, and I'll worry about trying to continue going through Christmas stuff tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Join me as my journey continues. Bye.